If you run Google Cloud SecOps, SiYuan knowledge bases, Lemonldap single sign-on, or MCP browser automation tooling, today's update is for you. A critical Google Cloud SecOps SQL injection is patched. SiYuan has a critical unauthenticated debug endpoint issue that can expose AI provider keys. Lemonldap has an OAuth session state authentication bypass in specific GitHub and LinkedIn configurations, and pptr-mcp has a code injection report in its execute tool. Patch managed and self-hosted systems, rotate exposed secrets, and reduce who can reach admin and automation interfaces. Top cloud item, CVE 2026-15623 in Google Cloud SecOps, also known from Chronicle SOAR. NVD lists this as CVSS 9.4 critical. The affected versions are before June 3, 85 on Google Cloud Platform. The issue is a SQL injection vulnerability in a legacy dashboard widget API that could let an authenticated attacker run blind SQL queries using a crafted request parameter. Google's advisory text says the vulnerability was patched in version 6.3.85 and that no customer action is needed. Even with managed patching, security teams should still review privileged SOAR users, dashboard access, and unusual alerting platform activity because SOAR platforms often hold case data, integrations, and response credentials. The AI security headline is CVE 2026-74799 in SiYuan before 3.7.4. NVD lists a CVSS 4.0 score of 9.2 critical. SiYuan is often used as a personal knowledge base and can connect to AI providers. The advisory says debug profiling endpoints were registered without authentication when the mode flag was not exactly production. Attackers could access debug data such as memory and routine information, which can expose in-memory secrets including access authorization codes and AI provider API keys. If you run SiYuan, upgrade to 3.7.4 or later, ensure production mode is explicitly set, block debug paths at the reverse proxy, and rotate any AI, sync, or application tokens that may have been present in memory. For identity infrastructure, CVE 2026-19349 affects Lemonldap NG portal versions before the fixed release lines 2.16.9, 2.21.5, and 2.23.3. NVD had no CVSS score in the record at collection time, but the impact is serious for deployments using the GitHub or LinkedIn authentication modules. The issue involves OAuth state being stored as a normal SSO session in affected flows, which can allow authentication bypass in configurations that accept a default virtual host access rule. Administrators should upgrade to the fixed releases, check whether GitHub or LinkedIn authentication modules are enabled, and avoid relying on broad default accept access rules. For developer and agent tooling, CVE 2026-19958 affects IATSIAC pptr-mcp up to version 0.2.7. NVD lists CVSS 4.0 as 2.1 low, while the CVSS 3.1 entry is 6.3 medium. The impacted component is the execute tool in the VM executor, and a report says manipulation can result in code injection with public proof of concept availability. Do not expose MCP servers or browser automation tools to untrusted users. Restrict network access, run automation in throwaway sandboxes with least privilege, review tool permissions, and monitor for unexpected browser or script activity. Patch Google SecOps, update SiYuan, upgrade Lemonldap, isolate pptr-mcp, rotate possibly exposed AI keys, and monitor identity, SOAR, and automation logs.